Okay, let's talk about STEM. And we're going to talk about different careers in STEM. If you're not familiar with STEM, STEM, I'm sure you've seen this acronym around, but it stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. So it's a big, huge topic in terms of, the future and what kind of skills people are going to need, STEM jobs, STEM careers. And what I want to talk about in this particular video is how much math do you need to really understand to get some of these jobs involved in STEM? So I'm just going to give you some general opinion and some general information if you've been thinking about a job in your STEM career. And by the way, a lot of these jobs, you don't need to go to college, okay? You don't need to go to college at all, and you can still get into a fantastic STEM career track. But we're going to talk about all that in a second. But first, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is John. I'm the founder of TabletClass Math. I'm also a middle and high school math teacher, and I'm going to leave a link to my math help program in the description of this video. But if you want to get ahead in mathematics, or if you're struggling in math and you need extra math help, well, I can definitely help you out. So if you're at the middle school, high school, or even college level in terms of mathematics, you definitely got to check out my math help program. Now, if you're studying for any kind of exam that has a math section, I'm talking about things like the GED, SAT, ACT, GRE, GMAT, ASVAB, AccuPlacer, ALEX exam, a teacher certification exam, nursing school entrance exam. I can go on and on and on, but you get the idea. I can help you prepare and pass those exams. If you homeschool, you definitely got to check out my math help program. I got one of the most comprehensive homeschool math curriculums out there. And if you don't have any math notes, don't panic. I'm going to let you use my math notes. I'm going to leave links to my math notes in the description of this video as well. But if you want a great grade in your math course, you really need to take great math notes. All right, so let's get into STEM. So again, it stands for Science, Technology, and Engineering and Mathematics. So my background, I've been teaching math for decades. Have an extensive mathematics background, but I also have an extensive engineering background, and I've been involved with a lot of technology and science. So many, many decades ago, before I was in math education, I was in engineering. Okay, I did a lot of chemical engineering, and even before that, while I was a military officer, I ran a lot of engineering aspects of U.S. Navy warships. So I got a pretty extensive engineering background, and then along with that too, got a pretty extensive technology background in areas of web development, computer science, etc. So I can speak pretty well about STEM and the type of jobs that are out there. Yeah, let's kind of get into this now. So the STEM career fields they're just so broad. Okay, there's so many different things out there you can get into, and we're talking about how much math do you need to know. So some of you out there, let's talk about like if you're just a high school level, and let's talk over here like college. So if you only went to high school and that's pretty much the only level of education you're going to go to, that's hey, there's no problem with that. Okay. Yes, you want to continue to educate yourself, but to get into a STEM career, you might want to be looking at getting some sort of certificate. And there's a lot of different type of certificates you get involved in or get a certification. So that could be like computer science or data science. And it's not absolutely necessary that you have a college degree, but you're going to need to know, a decent amount of algebra for sure. Okay, so you want to, make sure you're pretty good in algebra, and I would also steer you towards statistics. Okay, if you're going to be more in the web development or computer science, get into code, you definitely need to know calculus, and I would encourage you to continue to try to learn more math. You don't need to go anywhere probably past calculus, all right? It's not a requirement for you to, have taken calculus to get into a STEM career. Okay, there's plenty of certifications that you could be working with technology, okay, that you'll be just fine. And by the way, in terms of engineering, I worked with some amazing people, technicians, and people, machinists and whatnot that I would classify that would be in the STEM field. Okay, whether you are doing 3D printing or you're involved in any kind of sort of engineering vocation, where you're kind of, using your brain, to critically analyze, that's still engineering. Okay. But again, the more math you know, the better off you're going to be. Okay. So you really want to be strong in algebra, and I would put in geometry there as well. But, again, we're talking about the high school level type of stuff, but there's plenty of careers that are actually got a lot of high paying careers as well, even like cyber, technology and whatnot. You don't necessarily have to go to college. Okay, there's various different careers in there. If you want to work with web servers, you can get into AWS certifications and whatnot. So again, what you have to have is an aptitude. You have to have some sort of mathematical aptitude. All right. So again, the more math you know, the better off you're going to be. But at a minimum, you definitely need to know algebra and statistics and some probability, especially for the data science. Now, data science is a big hot career that's going on right now. Effectively, what that is analyzing just raw data and trying to make sense of it. So every company has now this new data science team, and it's these people that construct and make these awesome reports. So they use software like Excel, and even using Excel is pretty advanced. So that's another hot field that you can get into, data science. And then there's, additionally, there's some more things, specific math that you might have to kind of take and supplement. But you can't go wrong with basic algebra, geometry, and statistics, okay, to really get you kind of prepared and warmed up for a lot of these great careers at the high school level. Okay, in terms of high school level mathematics, you don't need a college degree necessarily, but some of these certifications may take you a year or 18 months to get. Okay, and again, they pay a lot of money as well. But now let's go ahead and talk about college STEM careers, or career paths. So, how much math do you need to know if you want to kind of do something, in STEM with a college degree? Well, that's a whole different deal. Let's talk about just being a math major. If you want a degree in mathematics, that is, of course, you're talking about 4 years of college level math, okay? And it's not easy, all right? As someone who has a degree in mathematics, I could tell you it was quite challenging. Matter of fact, I'm not sure which was more challenging, being in the Marine Corps recruit training, or getting a degree in mathematics. I'm not quite sure. Probably the Marine Corps recruit training was more difficult, although the math was longer. This was pretty intense. But anyways, kind of keeping things light. But the bottom line is you're absolutely going to be challenged. It's a lot of mathematics. Now, if you want to get into engineering, okay, engineering is typically 5-year degree programs, and you're going to be taking maybe about 3/4 of what a math major would take in college. So if you get into engineering, you're going to be taking a lot of math beyond calculus. You're going to be taking calculus 1, 2, and 3, at least 3 semesters of calculus, and a lot more mathematics as well. Now let's talk about science majors. So if you're going to be like a physics major, you're going to be also taking a lot of math. Okay, that's why oftentimes you'll see double majors in physics, like physics and math double majors, and even some engineers might decide, hey, they can take a few more math courses and get their degrees. But it's not uncommon to see double majors in computer science, mathematics, or physics and mathematics. Now, degrees like chemistry, and of course, I'm speaking in kind of general terms here, or biology, typically have less math requirements. Okay, you're not going to be taking as much math as, let's say, as a physics major or an engineering major, but it's still a considerable amount of math. Well beyond you're going to be looking at least 3 semesters of calculus and statistics and probability as well. So you're probably looking at a good solid 2 years of math in college. Okay, so it's a lot of math, right? So if you plan on getting a degree in a STEM related field, so we're talking science, that would be biology, chemistry, physics, um, biotechnology, what any of those type of things, or engineering. You're talking about mechanical engineering, civil engineering, electrical engineering. Again, these are probably, for sure 5-year programs, or mathematics or statistics. Again, these are not easy majors, but the rewards are tremendous because, you know, STEM, the problems that we have or the challenges that we have, you just think about it. How, just think about our world, okay? What does our world, look like these days? Well, almost everything is online, okay? We're using just so much technology to really integrate in, what we do in our everyday life, okay? This is, technology, just your like internet or your cell phone is all these pieces put together. You got scientists, you got engineers, you got mathematicians at the most advanced level. So any little facet, whether it's energy, um, I can just go on and on and on. Even if you wanted to go to, like, say, Wall Street, and you're like, oh, no, I want to go into finance. Well, guess what? Even in a finance major, you're probably going to have to take a semester of calculus. So the bottom line is this: the more math you know, the better off you're going to be. But I do want to kind of wrap up this video with this is that you don't have to have a college degree to be a part of this STEM movement, to be a part of the future. Okay, you can just start with your high school diploma, get yourself an awesome certification, and then from there continue to build. You're probably going to want to continue on to ultimately to get your college degree. But this is a great path because you can get, going, starting to make money pretty quickly. You probably can make, I mean, much more money than a lot of people coming out of college with a non-STEM uh, degree. Okay, it's so if you are in high school right now and you're kind of wondering, what should I do? Both options are good. Okay, it all depends on what you want to do. Of course, if you go to college, um, university, you want to be an electrical engineer, well, you're talking about spending half a decade of school. That's 5 years, super rigorous curriculum. But again, the opportunities when you graduate are going to be tremendous. But anyways, listen, STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, it's awesome. There's a ton of jobs in the future, but it's not the only way to go. I'm going to uh, leave this video, wrap this video up by saying, hey, what if you're not an engineering, technology, a math person? Is that the end of the world? Absolutely not. Okay. You just have to find what you like and look for opportunities because we need all sorts of folks to make this world go. Okay. So just get an alignment with your aptitudes and your passions and then educate yourself along those routes. But if you are interested in science, technology, and engineering and math, well, I think the opportunities are going to be endless for you. All right, so hopefully this little video helped you out. If that's the case, please go ahead and consider smashing that like button. And if you're new to my YouTube channel, hopefully you'll consider subscribing. I've been on YouTube for 10 plus years, have over 1,000 plus math videos, basic to advanced math. My job is to try to teach math in a clear and understandable way. So if you need math help, two places you can go. One is my YouTube channel. Again, I have tons of math videos from pre-algebra, arithmetic, calculus, geometry, and whatnot. But my best math help will always be within my math help program. Okay, so with that being said, I definitely wish you all the best in all your career endeavors, whatever they may be, whether it's STEM or not, and all your mathematics adventures. Thank you for your time and have a great day.